Okay, we are live on Twitch and YouTube.
Awesome.
Nobody was waiting for it this week. We're gonna go ahead and start the event.
All right, I'm all set up.
Hi, Demas Smith channel on Twitch. We're just setting up the Steam event, and then we'll get started. Hello, Pyro Gaming 09 on YouTube. Okay, Steam event has been launched.
All right, party time.
Okay, everything is launched. We have our events are all set up. We are here.
GIF.
Yep. Okay, so let's get trying to figure out. Had the wrong window set up on YouTube, so I was trying to see stuff and I couldn't see stuff. Because balancing Hangout sign in versus YouTube sign in. There we go. Now I can see all the details. Okay. So hi everyone just joining us. This is Greg and John from the Chicken team. We're putting together this stream to show off all the new stuff we've been working on for the next release, which will be 0.4.2, which at some point we'll have to actually make that a bit more accurate. But so there's a bunch of big changes that we've had in the works. Our last release, we pushed out a ton of big changes towards combat and everything. We saw the start of the new creature animation system. So if we take a look here, this giraffe kind of shows off a lot of the new parts of it. So before, there was a lot of fakery going on in terms of how the creature moved around, and it felt very rigid. We did the big improvement last patch to these, the final change, in this case the giraffe neck. Now you'll see that the body itself is also going to be extremely responsive. So it's actually based on exactly where the legs are, how they're touching the ground, is going to cause that entire chain to bend and flex and turn. So you can see as they turn, their entire body will turn.
Awesome.
And we'll have
so much more lifelike.
Yes, the creatures are really starting to come alive. So yeah, that's been the main thrust of what I've been working on. I can show you a bunch more creatures with it, but it's really that's what we've done is we've taken before where everything was kind of based off this first block and made it instead based off an entire chain. So I can do fun stuff like this where I'm going to build a 6-legged creature here. Let's get some fun legs. Cat legs, those are good. This giraffe is very interested in what I'm doing. Ooh, I have a dog mouth, that'll work. Okay, don't eat my creature. So now as this guy walks, once he decides to fully wake up here, let me switch and grab some food.
Yeah. We changed the buttons around, Greg.
Yep, yeah, I remember now.
So we might as well go over that now.
Yeah.
So there's always confusion between left clicking versus right clicking. Basically your offhand weapon versus your main hand item, and it's always been kind of felt a little weird. So now we changed it so that left click is always going to be your main hand, right click is always your offhand no matter what, and any sort of contextual action we move that to E, and that leaves a few special actions that we did not have a place for, and mainly it was for food. We had you have the ability for yourself to eat it, yourself to feed a creature, or to throw food for like untamed creatures. So thinking about that, we decided that it would be great if you can just throw any item. So we changed it so mouse 3 now throws items. So you toss, you have all your actions and available to you, and it's now clear which button is which instead of before when it was basically trying to be smart and trying to contextually change them, which felt really awkward. So that's been corrected. And the cool thing about that is now that you can throw any item, we've implemented throwing like weapons. So you can take like a hatchet. I'm gonna throw it at this chicken, and yeah, swing towards it, and deals out a lot of damage. Does some damage to the weapon itself.
Oh, this is how I'm gonna chop down trees from now on.
Yeah, I mean the hatchet does a ton of damage. Every other weapon is not as powerful as that, but it's really great when creatures try to run away. Now you have a way to actually combat them.
Fantastic.
And of course, like in an adventure mode, this is not as OP. In creative, yes, you have unlimited items, so it's
axes are already very difficult to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Orange Race comments on Twitch, throwing hatchet levels trees now too? Duly noted. Yes, hatchets are already very strong at cutting down trees, and in fact, like palm trees, I know take one hit, so single throw, there goes the tree.
Most likely, this feature's brand new. We implemented maybe a day ago, so
yep.
Most likely we'll probably change how damage is calculated. I don't know if it's super realistic to chop down trees or throwing a hatchet into it.
I think it's awesome, so I think that's how it works now. Yes, this is a preview. This branch we're currently playing on is on our internal experimental build, an experimental feature thing. So this is not available for you to check out just yet. It will be when it is ready, which we're hoping sometime in the next little bit, a couple days probably. So obviously we have to iron out a few things. This is in fact our first time playing a multiplayer. And I can see that this creature is currently not wanting to do anything.
Kick me out. I got kicked out.
Oh, you got kicked. There we go. Bond, will we start to walk?
Yeah, we didn't. I think this build's also missing one of our DLL fixes that.
Oh, so I did copy it locally
makes
here.
it stable. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll do that before you rejoin.
Say hi to A Lot Gaming, who just joined our YouTube channel. Do I need to reinvite you?
I'm gonna copy the DLL into the new files.
Okay.
And then invite me.
Okay. There it goes. Ooh, that's fun. That's... Oops. There it goes. Okay, I'll go ahead and reinvite you. Oop, there it goes.
And I'm back. It's still tossing hatchets.
Yes. So yeah, if you're just joining us, we're showing off, this is an experimental features branch of our game that we're working on right now, where we're showing off some of the new animation system tweaks, which is now full body animation, where the creature's entire body is going to twist and move as it walks and does whatever else. And then John has added a bunch of new features to our control system in the game, especially throwing, which is lots of... Hey, did he just throw it back at me? Oops.
I don't know if it's in this build, but another thing we were changing with all the buttons is the whistle. Right now in the current game, that's an item you have to craft, which seems like the wrong idea since it's such a critical, crucial thing you need. So in the latest dev version, I don't think it's in this version yet though. We have the Q key was changed to the whistle, so you basically have access to the whistle at any time without having to need to craft it.
Which is awesome. Yeah, that is. What key did you put it on? Sorry.
It was Q. I don't think it's in this
Nope.
build. I did it yesterday, so.
No, that is not in this build. I built this out last night, but I think it's only creature animation system and the first round of the UX features.
Let's see, what else can we show off?
There we go.
Another big thing we changed for this release is we did a lot of work on the pathfinding on the previous release, but we didn't really have the time to fully tune it and test it. So with the release being out, it took some time to take a look at it, and we now calculate multiple sized graphs, meaning we can have different sized graphs for different sized creatures, and that allows us to allow bigger creatures to not cross little doorways and things like that. So what I'm going to do is try to build a couple different structures and see how these creatures navigate. And this fix should fix all issues where creatures are getting stuck on top of fences.
Oh, the knockback on axes is fantastic.
I'm going to build a couple little fences, see what... Get this prepped real quick.
Cortex asks, do you guys do giveaways sometime? That is something we're looking into doing in the future. Right now, the game itself is really all we would have to give away, and most of our purpose of our stream is to kind of advertise, here's what's in the game and why you should go buy it. We are looking at what sort of things we can create to give away in-game, maybe tying it into Steam items and such, so that's something that'll be in the future. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of some of this item creep we have going on.
Yeah, actually, that's another change we made. Is the previous release, the AI had an overhaul, and now it senses every object in the world. So when there's tons of items, you can imagine if there's a good amount of creatures. Each creature has to find each item, and it causes performance to slowly degrade. Or quickly degrade, actually. So we made a change there, optimized all that code, and went from something around like 50 milliseconds down to like 2 in bad cases. So if you're noticing any slowdown, that should now be fixed. And also we put a max number of items in the world. It's set to 300 right now. So eventually items should slowly disappear if you hit that limit, or if they exist for more than 30 minutes, they should despawn.
Yep.
And that should help keep your games running quick when there's a lot of like blocks on the ground. All right, so I built a little one.
So a lot gaming was asking if we can comment when giveaways might exist in the future, and I think not right now at this time. We're not prepared to commit to any sort of time.
I wouldn't be holding out for that anytime soon. Alright, I'm going to spawn a creature.
I can guarantee when we are ready to do that, you will most certainly hear and know about it.
Okay, so let's see. This guy looks like he should be able to fit inside the pen. Let's see if he goes inside.
He's he
maybe
might be
slightly too big. Before they would just clip right there; they didn't care. So
how about I create this guy here, and then I just drank. I feel warm and fuzzy, but. Okay. Whistle. And now he easily goes in. So larger creatures are going to struggle with that. Now that the door's closed, now he can't come. As soon as I open the door, hey, you can come out now. He's all upset now. There he goes.
Yes. Take a second to update.
Yep.
So that's an example of keeping larger creatures out and smaller creatures. And we can even make a more extreme example. Like I can do like a doorway. Make a little tiny creature and see if we can walk underneath it. Should work. We're basically live testing this guy for you guys. A bit of a maze here. Oh, he's llama's in my way.
Come on, you can come through.
I didn't want to do that.
So he's ever so slightly too big.
Yeah, that shouldn't fit. But if we make now, let's see. make a little chicken, something. Some blocks, chicken feet. Okay.
Oh, that's... This one might end up on top of the wall.
We have to respawn it.
Yeah.
The bonding.
Angry snake eyes.
So, yeah, in this case, I think he will be stuck. But they shouldn't put themselves in bad spots like that anymore.
Okay.
Alright.
So now let me walk out the doorway here. Oh yeah, he fits easy.
So you can see the little guy can go through, no problem. The other one, he has to walk her all the way around because he's too large. So that should help tremendously in your guys' homesteads. Keeping, if you want to keep like a pen of creatures, they should not stay inside that pen. For creatures that are attacking or anything, like they should be kept outside easily. They should no longer be clipping. And if they do, let us know. We'll take a look. We want to make this. We want to make this work well.
Should change this effect a little.
Yeah, the damage needs to be done. It's every frame is crazy right now.
Oh, I will never get old of that. There we go. Now I got 2 axes. So yeah, that's the main things we've been putting together for you. So we're going to be doing a bunch more things with this animation system now that it's much closer to fully in. We're going to be doing tweaks to, so you can see now how the creatures turn. When they turn, their farther back they are, the more they lag behind. We're going to change a little bit of stuff about how the legs update, so the legs will move according to how far the leg actually moved, not just the creature. We're going to be able to do stuff like create fun creature-wide animations. So now we could do something where, like, we tell, okay, all the legs in the back half should sit, all the ones in the front half should stand, and now my creature's going to sit. We can do stuff where they hop from one side to the other, where they do spins and dances and everything. So all of that will be coming in the future that this system was kind of paving the way for. So yeah, so that's I think the main things. It's not quite as big as our last update, but again, it's only been a week, and the last update took 2 months. So we don't want, you guys were a bit spoiled last week. We're going to be continuing, obviously, putting stuff together very quickly, but it's going to be at a slightly different pace now. You're going to see a lot more content starting to get flowed in, where we can start to create more interesting animations.
And the AI also.
And the AI is going to just continually to be improved as well.
Yeah, that system can very easily be expanded now.
Yep.
Which was the whole point.
Yep.
Of the past 2 months of work.
Oh. I knocked him up onto the wall there. And my fearsome llama has finished him off. Okay.
Perhaps this is awesome.
Yes, yeah. Throwing items. So this is part of a large push we're having in the next week to really unify and make the control schemes in the game make a lot more sense. And then with that is going to become the next step, which is improving the whole creature building experience the same way we're doing the main game.
Yep.
And at the same time, obviously with the animation fixes and the AI changes, we're going to be flowing in new fun animations. We'll be able to unlock more abilities and to do a lot more with that. So yeah, so I think that pretty much covers everything. Do you guys have any questions? Can we live stream more? That one's a bit of a tricky one. I definitely enjoy live streaming, but it's kind of a, hey, whenever we're live streaming, that's time that we're not making the game better.
Yep. And there's just so much work.
Yep.
There's so much to do that we have too many ideas that we want to implement. So.
Yes, it's a very exciting time in terms of everything we want to do, but there's a lot. There is a lot to do. So probably not going to live stream more. We really only try to live stream when we have something new to show off, or like an upcoming build. We're going to try hard to stick to our every Friday at 1 o'clock schedule. But outside of that, probably not, unless we're doing some other large event. Like if we end up releasing some more multiplayer or single-player content, we might stream especially more to show off more of that if we feel it's necessary. But as it is right now, there's a lot in here. The game is continually playing differently with every patch, so I highly recommend. We're getting ready to stop streaming and get back to work now. And I mean, if you guys have any questions, we'd be happy to answer those or talk about any other part of the game that you have difficulties with, or if you want to see how to do something, we can certainly do that. But barring any additional questions, we will be moving on and getting back to work. As you can see, I have plenty more to do with the animation system, and there's tons more that is possible to do. And we want to get this build out to you guys as quickly as possible. So, okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Please, if you haven't checked out CHKN yet, please come check it out. If you have any other questions that we didn't get to today, or you're watching this later, please join us on our Steam forums. I'm posting links now. We're very active on the forums, and it's very important to us to quickly get a response, and if you have any issues, fix those issues. I'm also posting the link to the store page. If you haven't checked out CHKN yet, please do. We're Steam Early Access. It's only $15, and you have tons and tons of content, and these creatures are becoming more and more alive with every build. So, hope to see you in-game soon and on our forums. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Okay.